hive stand made out of landscaping ties. Okay. We have our little trusty center block. Okay. We have our bottom board, deep top cover. Oops. Now inner cover is stuck. Come on. Okay. Nobody home. One on this side. Oh, that's a yellow jacket. Oh, I see. Squish them whenever you can. Okay. Okay. Now, what is left in here, you can see that's called bee bread. That's kind of a combination. You can hold that, Adria. Go ahead. That's just when things are being robbed out, the other bees or other creatures usually don't worry about the bee bread. They're worried about, they want to deal with, they want the honey. Okay, they want the good stuff. That's right. Okay. Okay. Now, when you have a dead out, this is it's a fascinating picture, but it's a sad picture. You can just put that down. That's fine. These are all basically the bees are head into the cell, and that's where they've died. Okay, this is a little bit better picture, a little bit better representation right over here. Okay, so that's when unfortunately they've starved out.
So what would you do with that frame?
There were last month there was probably several hundred bees in here, and I just basically took them over and shook them out over there. What you want to, you'll get a few of them out that way, but most of them are pretty much in there. This frame can be reused. If you put this into a healthy hive, the healthy hive, the bees there will take out the dead bees, the carcasses, and then dispose of them outside of the hive, and then they'll clean everything out and then reuse these. Okay. You can see, like right here where they propylized the frames. Okay, this is what makes things real difficult to put the frames back in sometimes, especially over here. Okay, and you'll also see a lot of buildup for propolis right on top, because they will. You can see a little bit of this here, right in here. If you try to get that frame out, it's going to be a little difficult. Okay, because they've got that gum, they got that all gummed up with their resin and their propolis. Okay, and this is part of your winter maintenance, if you will. Just clean out all that propolis. Okay, you get stuff over here. So, like I said, I cleaned out most of the bulk of the dead bees, is because after a while, when they decompose, they start to smell. That's not very pleasant.
This is just a plastic.
That's a plastic frame. Yes, this is a plastic frame, which I would not buy anymore, because even though this one was free, because if you note on the ends here, these are all gaps where they've actually the bees have put wax in there. These are prime places for like small hive beetles and wax moth to start putting in their young and their eggs and larvae. Okay, there's a couple of deads right there. This is all crystallized sugar here, I think.
That's your mouse guard.
Yes, that's the mouse guard. I would avoid the Pureco frames, even if somebody wants to give them to you. I would avoid them, just because if you do use the Amatraz strips, the plastic frames, as opposed to, or the wood frames, have about maybe a ½ inch or so of wood here for that little tab to catch on. You don't have that with the plastic frames. Plastic foundation, that's one thing. Plastic frames, I would avoid that.